Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you can already tell by the title of the video, something, I don't know if you can tell right now, but something is happening to my face, my right side of my face. I went to the emergency room over the weekend and I was diagnosed with Bell's palsy. I am in total shock. Like, as you can tell, I'll explain what the heck is going on the right side of my face, but I wanted to make a video on this in case anybody's searching for any like types of symptoms or if they have it or anything like that. I don't know why I'm making this video, to be honest, but it doesn't seem like this is gonna go away anytime soon, and I didn't want people wondering what the heck was up with my face when I made any videos, so I thought I would just make it this video. And I'm sorry if I'm gonna get emotional, but I just haven't been having the best time. So it all started, I guess I'll start there. It all started when I made my last video. It was the DIY advent calendar for kids. And when I was editing the footage, I noticed like my lip right here, like it was just drooping down. And like this one would make, as you can tell, it would make the movement, but this one would stay down. And I thought that was kind of weird, but I ignored it. The next day, I took a picture with Logan, and I noticed like something was up with my lips, but I'm like, maybe I was just smiling weird. And that night, before bed, I was putting lip balm on because I always do that. And when I was rubbing my lips together, like I could not rub them together. Like I could not like do it. Again, I thought that was really weird, but I ignored it and I went to sleep. The following morning, I was brushing my teeth and I was doing like my mouthwash. And when I was just, it was coming out of my mouth. Like I couldn't keep it on. Like when I was going like this, like I can't even do it right now. Like, you know, like when you like do your mouthwash thing, it was coming out of my lip. Immediately after that, I'm like, something's up with my, like something's up. So I sat in front of the mirror and I was trying to make facial expressions, and it freaking hit me. Like my right side of my face, that was just showing signs of no mobility at all. And I'll show you in a bit what I'm talking about. I'll show you like what I'm talking about, but I wanted to give the backstory. I immediately freaked out. I went to Elvis and I was crying and I was like, something's wrong with my face. Like you can see, I was crying, I was panicking. I like immediately called my mom, and Elvis called the nurse advice line because we were scared that it was like a stroke like happening or something, because it was bad. It still is. I'm on my second day of medication, but it's still really bad. So I felt fine. Like I didn't have any headaches or anything like that, but the past 2 nights before then, I had to take ibuprofen before going to bed because my neck pain right here was like unbearable, which I thought was weird because I haven't been exercising because I hurt my foot. So I thought that was weird. But anyways, the nurse advice line said that I needed to go to the emergency room because there was a stroke or anything like that. They wanted to kind of just rule out that possibility. The earlier I went, the better. So I was just like, oh my God, like, cause I'm that kind of person. Like, I don't want to go to an emergency room or the urgent care if I don't have to. Like, I just feel like I'm just being over dramatic, but I don't know. I went anyway. I felt kind of silly, but when they were doing the test, they were like, you definitely have Bell's palsy. And I was like, what? Like, what is that? So they gave me some information, but basically what it is, it's a condition that causes one side of a person's face to become weak or droop. This can happen when one of the nerves that control the muscles in the face gets damaged or stops working. Damage to this nerve usually happens when the nerve becomes swollen or inflamed because of an infection or virus. Most people recover completely, but some people have symptoms for the rest of their life. And when I heard that, I was just freaking out because I've never like had any like medical issues or anything like that. So I was just freaking out. The symptoms that would kind of signal that you have this, one eyebrow that sags on one side. So like, as you can tell, like as you can see here, when I raise my eyebrows, this one stays down. Like you can see my eyebrows are completely not even. And I noticed that in my last video, but I just thought that that's how my eyebrows, like I didn't fill them in even. Like that's what I was thinking. Drooping of one corner of the mouth. So when I open my mouth, and I'm not purposely doing this, when I open my mouth, you can see like this side, it just completely just droops down. Like even when I smile, like you can see the whole side of my face just doesn't move as this one does. Smile. I open my mouth. If I try to smile with my teeth, I have to try so hard because this side doesn't move, like, and it still even doesn't move. Like, you see that? It's literally stuck. One eye that will not close completely. Now, my eye closes now, but the day before I went to the emergency room, all day, this eye, I felt like there was something in my eye, and I was just like, having Elvis look, I was looking, like, I'm like, there is something in my eye, but it turns out that because this side of my face, you know, the nerves are kind of messed up, it was causing my eye to dry out, and that's why it was causing the pain. Luckily, it went away overnight when I was sleeping. Maybe because I sleep with an eye mask, so like it like forces my eye shut. It was so painful, and if you don't catch it early enough, the nurse was saying that your eye will just not close, like it will just stay open because the nerves are damaged. So thankful that I went early enough. They prescribed steroids for 7 days, so I have to take three steroid little pills with one of my meals, and they recommend to take it in the morning because it keeps you alert, which yesterday I took it right when I went to the ER, and I took it like 1 o'clock, and I could not fall asleep that night. I was up until like almost 2 o'clock in the morning trying to fall asleep. So this morning I just took it at breakfast time. So there is no test for Bell's palsy. It's basically, they do a lot of different like physical examinations, and it's obviously noticeable. Like when I open my mouth, like when I smile, like this side is just completely done. It can also alter your hearing. I don't have that problem, which makes your hearing on this side louder, but I luckily don't have that problem. And then how it's treated, so like I mentioned, the medicine reduce the inflammation and swelling. That is what the steroids are for. They help bring down the swelling, but I mean, as you can tell, like my side, like it's only 2 days in of the medication, but it's just not responding. Protection of the eye, if your eye's not completely shutting, so you don't get like stuff in your eyeballs and get it scratched and all that stuff. They give you medicine to fight the virus. I wasn't given the medicine. I do have a doctor's appointment here in a few, so they'll test me out and see if I need some medicine. What they think it costed was a virus infection, similar to like the flu or something like that you would get. There is no other explanation as to how I would basically get it. That's basically what they said. So it's a virus infection. And then will my face, it literally says it on the paper, will my face go back to normal? Probably. Like most people start getting better within 3 weeks. After their symptoms start, and take up to 6 months to get to be completely normal. And some people just don't recover like completely, and it says that the weakness in their face would just never go away. I want to cry. I don't want anybody to feel sympathy for me, but I just wanted to make this video for just information for anybody out there Googling symptoms or anything like that. That's how I found out those were my symptoms, those are my medication. It's the second day where I can't move my face, and I really hope that I caught it early and that it's not as severe as some of the outcomes. It's really tough, and my food was coming out of my mouth when I was eating yesterday. It was so embarrassing. Like I could not like properly like eat. I really hope I'm able to recover quickly, and it's not just for like cosmetic reasons, but it just I feel it in my face. Like I feel like I can't move this side of my face. It makes me feel weird. So those were my symptoms. That's how I found out. That's basically what it is. I'm gonna end the video by showing you some of the tests that they made me do, and that's how they figured out that I had Bell's palsy. Can't even talk. Basically, they told me to raise my eyebrows. As you can see, this one just does not move. Or shut my eyes really hard. And as you can see, like, I'm trying really hard to close this one. And it closes, but it doesn't like do it as hard as this one. They also told me to obviously open my mouth. And I'm opening it straight up, and it goes slanted, so. Smile. And then show my teeth. And they also told me to blow, like puff up my cheeks, which it's really hard to do. And I'm not moving my lips this way. They just go that way naturally because I can't feel it. So as you can see, like air comes out, and that's how I figured out when I was doing my mouthwash is coming out. But as you can see, like I literally can't do it. Like the air comes out. I also did this to make sure that I could feel on both sides of my face, which I can. They also went like this to see if I hear the same, and I do. So you can see my symptoms are just, they can just see the droopiness and the weakness and all of that. I hope you found this video helpful. And again, I didn't make this video to get any sympathy, but please send well wishes my way, because I definitely need it because I've been feeling kind of down, although I'm very thankful that it wasn't a stroke. But anyways, thank you so much for watching today's video, and I will see you in my next one.